We started with chapter number 8, that is cell, as a basic unit of life, in which we started about the history of the cell. We saw the three types of cell, that is prokaryotic, eukaryotic and the mesokaryotic. Okay, the prokaryotic cell having the primitive nucleus, the eukaryotic cell they are having the true nucleus, and the mesokaryotic they are consisting of both the types, that is prokaryotic and eukaryotic characteristics they are showing. Now we will study in detail about each of them. Clear? First we will start with the prokaryotic cell. The typical example of prokaryotic cell I can give is the bacterial cell. Their average size is about 1 to 1.5 micron meter. The smallest bacterium is Dialister pneumocystis. Then the largest one is the Spirillum voluminosus. Clear? So this bacteria, these are having three basic structures in them. The first one is the outer covering, which is consisting of the capsule, cell wall and the cell membrane or the plasma membrane, the cytoplasm and the constituents inside the cell. This is a typical bacterial cell. The structure of typical bacterial cell is given over here. Clear? You can see the capsule, the cell wall, plasma membrane, which is consisting of the cytoplasm enclosed in that. It is consisting of the ribosomes and the different cell organelles, including the DNA. Clear? Now we will study about each of them in detail. The capsule. The most bacterial cells have a slimy capsule outside the cell wall, which is composed of polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are nothing but the complex carbohydrates. Clear? Which lies exterior to the cell wall. Cell wall के बाहर ये present होती है. It acts as a protective covering and it is of the uniform thickness. Now depending upon the type of capsule, depending upon the type of cell wall, the next one is the cell wall. Cell wall, it is 10 micrometer thick, consisting of the carbohydrates, lipids, proteins and containing the inorganic salts along with the specific amino acids into them. Clear? Now this cell wall, it is of different type. The cell wall of some bacteria or depending upon the type of cell wall the bacteria consist, the bacteria are divided into two types, that is gram positive bacteria and the gram negative bacteria. Actually scientist came up here, that is Hans Christian Gram. He gave the classification of bacteria into two categories, that is gram positive and gram negative, depending upon the type of cell wall. See, here you can see the difference between the gram positive and gram negative cell wall. A huge difference can be seen in case of the bacteria, the cell wall of bacteria. Clear? Now what is this gram staining then? Gram staining, it is developed to stain the bacterial cell. The gram stain allows one to distinguish between the gram positive and gram negative bacteria on the basis of the differential staining with the crystal violet, iodine complex and the safranin counter stain. Now basically what happens, these two stains are used in succession. First the primary stain is used, say for example the crystal violet is used to stain the bacteria. The bacteria which take the color of this primary stain, they are called as the gram positive bacteria, and the bacteria which do not take the color of this primary stain and take the secondary counter stain, that is the safranin, or which appear red in color, they are called as the gram negative bacteria. Clear? The cell wall of gram positive organisms retain the complex after treatment with alcohol and appears purple, or we can say the violet in color, whereas gram negative bacteria decolorize or they lose the first stain, primary stain on treatment and appear pink on treatment with counter stain, that is safranin. Clear? So this is the difference between the gram positive and negative. If you observe the slide, some bacteria, some gram positive bacteria, they appear violet or purple in color, and the gram negative they appear red in color. They take the counter stain. Clear? Now the third layer is the plasma membrane. It is present inner to the cell wall and composed of the lipoproteins. Lipoproteins, that is lipids and proteins. They usually get modified as the mesosomes or these desmosomes, which are associated with the various functions like electron transport, DNA replication, and other functions like transportation also. Clear? The flagella, it is generally rod-shaped bacteria. Bacteria possesses one or more flagella which are made up of single fibrils or the fibrillin protein. इसमें होता है fibrillin protein. The pili or the fimbriae stout hair-like structures, extracellular outgrowths meant for the attachment to host during infection, and during conjugation also they are using this pili for attachment. Most of these are made up of the helically arranged subunits of pillin protein. They are consisting of a pillin protein, that's why they are called as the pili. The cytoplasm, it is the dense colloidal and it contains the granules of glycogen, proteins, fats, polysaccharides. The different granules they are consisting of. Some photosynthetic bacteria also possesses the chromatophores, that with the bacteriochlorophyll or bacterial chlorophyll they are consisting of for the photosynthesis process. Clear? They are also consisting of the ribosomes, which are freely present inside the cytoplasm. The ribosome, which is present in the bacterial cell, is different from the eukaryotic cell. It is consisting of the two subunits, that is 30S and 50S subunit. Clear? These subunits, they are used, they are attached to mRNA and they translate the protein. Now I will add a video after this. This will show you how these are forming the proteins. This messenger RNA, how they are converted into the proteins. In bacteria, polyribosomes are present free in the cytoplasm, whereas in eukaryotes the polyribosomes are attached to the surface of rough endoplasmic reticulum. These are rough endoplasmic reticulum actually are absent in prokaryotic organisms. That's why they are freely moving. Clear? The prokaryotic ribosomes contain the slightly more RNA than the eukaryotic ribosomes. The nuclear material, of course, which is present in the form of DNA molecules. DNA molecule, it is the circular DNA molecules they are consisting of. The DNA molecule is folded or packed in the nuclear region and is not separated from rest of the cytoplasm by nuclear membrane, and that's why they are called as the prokaryotic. They are not having the nuclear membrane or the nuclear envelope around the nuclear material. In addition to nucleoid, the bacterial cell also have the extra chromosomal circular DNA, also called as the plasmid. Plasmid, which is self-replicating unit. The plasmids are of three types, that is fertility, resistance, and the Golgi. These were producing the toxic materials. Clear? Fertility, these are used for the fertility. The resistance, the different resistance which are present in the bacterial cell, their DNA or their gene is located inside the plasmid. Clear? In biotechnology chapter, we will study about these plasmids in detail. Clear? The plasmids can be isolated and can be used as a tool in recombinant DNA technology to insert the foreign genes, resulting in the chimic plasmid. Clear? Now, another type of the prokaryotic organism include the cyanobacteria, or we also call them as a blue-green algae. They are also having the similar structure to the prokaryotic cell. With the slight modification, they are consisting of the chlorophyll pigments like the eukaryotic one. The chlorophyll pigment which is present in the cyanobacteria, they are same as that of the eukaryotic cell. Okay. So this is all about the structure of prokaryotic organisms. Clear? Now in next lecture we will study about the structure of eukaryotic